So we spent all of February traveling through Texas because for the past year? We've both been remote. So we're gonna work somewhere where we can get a decent house for lower taxes, and we settled on Texas. Amen. It would have been Florida, but there were a couple challenges with that.
There's many challenges with Florida.
And Texas is a little bit better.
It's a lot better.
Yeah, so we narrowed it down to 3 cities that we wanted to see.
Yes.
Mind you, I did Airbnb out my whole house in order for us to afford to be able to like hop around. It was a whole thing. We spent all sorts of time prepping for this because we're serious. By the end of the year, we are moving to Texas. The reason why we spent a month is because we just want to do our regular stuff. Like, we were working the whole time, we were going to the gym, we were doing some foodie vegan adventures.
Yeah.
We went to the bar, we saw some comedy shows, some open mics. We did bougie stuff, we did dive bar stuff, we did outdoor stuff. So we're like, where can we see ourselves living? I had a specific city in mind, which ended up being the winner.
I think we need to, shed light on all of the cities.
3 cities.
3 cities.
Dallas, Houston, and Austin.
So let's give them the pros of all 3 in general.
So our what we were looking for were places that had decent vegan, foodie, like restaurants. We wanted to be within 30 minutes from an airport, within 30 minutes from downtown, not being in the middle of downtown anymore. So we wanted something kind of in the middle. And with the yard-ish, Texas as a whole, we thought was pretty pedestrian friendly, bike friendly, like outdoor activities. The public transportation was not great. You
and
need a
of
car.
Course, the politics, there's some areas where you gotta, it's a red state in general. And lastly, tons of retailers. So like if you're big into shopping, like Texas, huge, like you can't go too far without seeing like a huge strip mall, plaza, whatever. So
it was like a pro and a con.
Yeah, because sometimes you kind of want to see some like local shops and stuff.
I was looking for kind of like a community feel. It was hard to find neighborhoods that were like that without having to like drive out.
Too far out. And then like if you go too far out, you're too kind of far from the airport. So it's you gotta pick and choose what's important. But
yeah, things are spread out.
But let's go down the list, starting with Dallas.
Oh wait, another thing about the weather. That was actually one of the driving factors.
The majority of the year it's 70 to 90 degrees. And so I can deal with that. So I'm ready. But
I am a tropical woman.
Let's get down to these cities.
We're gonna rank from least favorite to most favorite. Should we just say them and then go through them?
Yeah. Well, no. Let's go through them, and then we'll rank them afterwards.
No.
I want it to be a surprise at the end.
Oh, a surprise.
Yeah, I want it to be a surprise at the end. So, like, let's just start with Austin alphabetically, right?
Alphabetically.
Yeah, why not?
I thought we were doing ranking.
We are going to rank afterwards. Once we describe the pros and the cons and give them a little tease until we finish, okay?
See, people think I'm the pain in the ass.
What? I'm creative.
Okay, go ahead. Alphabetize it.
All right. So starting with Austin. Pros. So Austin is a really cool kind of like hipster, like grungy vibe. Like there's a lot of live music, comedy club, definitely like a college town there.
Really cool parks.
Yeah,
biking.
Very cool biking, like in parks. They have like this little like river that there's a lot of kayaking, that community like music feel.
Community music feel.
Yeah, there was a lot of entertainment on this strip.
I feel like there were more neighborhoods that felt like more close-knit, because I think in Texas as a whole, there was just like tons and tons of development and lots of communities that were like Stepford Wives type stuff, like a lot of new homes and communities that just like had no character. I think Austin had a lot of character.
It did, yeah. I mean, even though it's like a very new city, only within the past 10 years, so like a lot of the buildings are new, and and the areas that we that we actually thought were affordable, that we liked.
It's not affordable.
It's not
Austin
affordable.
Is not affordable for us.
But the areas that we did like that were affordable were like way too far from the airport, so it's like you got to kind of pick and choose like what's important.
And we don't have any friends in Austin.
We don't have any friends in Austin.
It's outside of our budget. So Austin was not on my list. Next,
Dallas. So
we liked East Dallas. We liked Southwest Dallas.
We did.
We liked.
I did.
Like the arts district.
There's an arts district in Dallas. I actually have friends in Dallas.
Shout out to Jennifer.
Yeah, Jennifer. And Chris and Josh. Yep. So I enjoy looking at the real estate out there because like you can get a nice house in the suburbs that's like only 20 minutes from downtown-ish, and you get a decent amount of space between your neighbors, which like is important because like I hate being too squeezed in, and I like a little bit of privacy, but I want to be close to the city at the same time. So Dallas
had some nice houses.
Had some really nice houses, like affordable houses.
And some cool neighborhoods there too.
Some very
great downtown.
decent neighborhoods.
Close to the air. There's obviously a huge airport in Dallas. So like, that was in our favor. But there wasn't as much inventory. And
wasn't as much
for our price range. Like the houses that we could afford weren't necessarily always in the neighborhoods that we preferred. And there were less of them. So then there's all that competition and trying to compete and pay over asking price, which I'm not. They have some good vegan options. Oh, we just said that about Austin. Austin had some bomb.
They did. Oh,
vegan
so that's
spots.
The thing about Texas in general. There's
all
three
did.
cities. They all had really good options for
in the
us as
city.
vegans. So like I would say that it's a great place to go.
Driving between the cities. We had to.
That was difficult.
We had to pack our lunch. Dallas is bougie.
Dallas is bougie.
Dallas is old money.
It is.
Okay.
Old money.
So that makes it
a little pricier when we went out.
A little higher class, a little upscale, which is nice.
But it's not bad.
It's a pro and a con.
It is.
Because if that's what you're looking for, it's there. There's also some really cool like more chill areas too. We had a good time in Dallas.
Moving on to the last one, which had the most pros.
All the things.
Houston. Number one, inventory. There's so many affordable houses.
There's just way more houses in our budget.
Way more.
In pretty good neighborhoods.
Very decent neighborhoods. Close to the city, close to downtown.
There's 2 big airports.
Huge, well, not huge.
Does Dallas have 2 airports?
There is 2 airports, yeah. It's a huge foodie hub in Houston, so...
Ooh, we had... Oh, God, I just like keep dreaming about the tacos.
Yeah, but don't get too...
We had tacos like every other night many times at different places.
And Tex-Mex in Texas, there's just nothing like it.
There's more brown people.
Way more black folk in Houston, and we just felt like it was more of a vibe out there.
There's more inventory in our budget that are affordable in decent neighborhoods, close to the airport, close to downtown. I think we had several like options as far as neighborhoods go. We found ourselves leaning towards like northwest.
No, southwest.
Houston?
Yeah, southwest.
I think west in general, like anywhere from north, west, southwest.
North and Humboldt, southwest. But anyway, yeah. So southwest or northeast Houston at this point. It's just a matter of finding that right location.
One of the things that we thought was going to be a seller is like it's closer to the water, to the beach. It's 45 minutes from Galveston.
Yeah.
First of all, Houston being south, it makes it a lot more humid, which I'm okay with, but a lot of people don't like that. Apparently, there's like some really bad statistics about the beaches out there. We went to Galveston, but we didn't go like in the water or like on the beach. Highest ratings.
So, especially with the oil spill.
In the water.
Yeah, they're not known for their beaches.
Oil. Anyone who actually grew up near a beach knows that like half the time when you're even in the water, you're just kind of like doing beachy stuff and just like catching the breeze. So I'm still okay with that. Oh, one of the things we realized about Houston is that there's tons of HOAs.
The HOAs are there because Texas doesn't have any zoning laws. So like you could potentially buy a piece of property and erect a house, or buy a property in a community, and across the street somebody could buy that plot and put a strip club there.
I always thought HOA would be a bad thing,
but it actually is more of a benefit in the case in Texas. So depending on where you
they're
buy,
not as strict.
It's not as strict, and they're
protect.
much cheaper.
You know, no one can take your house from you if they want to build a whole bunch of retailers on top of that land. We have decided to move to
Houston.
When? June. August.
No, August. Yeah.
2023. That's the goal. We're gonna be Texans.